Hi sweets, for today's video I'm gonna use this little Bettina palette. This is the colorful shimmer eyeshadows in the colors Earth, because since the season that we are getting into, fall and winter, we get the chance to buy a lot of stuff from different brands that only comes because of this season, and this is one of the things that you can actually get. This one I bought it at the central offices of Bettina. I didn't buy it at a drugstore, but I know for a fact that now you can actually grab this one, so we're gonna use it. I don't use this sponge applicator, and I like how this open is really unusual. Instead of flipping it, so that is kind of nice. It's different. We have we have 6 shades here. These 2 are mattes and the other 4 are satin. So let's see what I can do with this little palette. I have already done half of my base. I'm missing blush and highlight, and I didn't do it because I wasn't sure which palette I was gonna use. Let's start with the eyes. I'm gonna use my Milani eyeshadow primer. Always I apply this from my lash line towards my brow bone. I think I'm gonna start with this brown shade, and I'm using my Linda Halber 304 brush, and I'm gonna place it above my crease. To be honest, my expectations from this little palette were extremely low, and I'm so happy to be surprised, because as you can see, at least this shadow, I'm getting payoff from it. So that is really nice to be wrong. I'm doing this in circular motions as always, and I'm making sure that I apply as much pigment as I can. It has been a really long time since I had used my 224 from MAC, and I think I'm gonna use this one. And I'm gonna grab the lightest shade, this one. And I'm going to, in really small circular motions, I'm trying to blend the 2 shades together. And so far it's doing a really good job. And I have to admit, as I said earlier, I'm pretty impressed and I'm extremely surprised of these shadows. Since I saw and opened this palette, this color is grabbing my attention, and at first I wanted to do an entire look with just that eyeshadow, but I wanted to try a little bit more of the other ones. I'm going to use my finger to grab that color, and I'm going to press it into my lid, and it's as good as I thought it would be. I was hoping, almost praying, that this color would be a nice one, and it is. An entire look with this color would be gorgeous, so probably I would do that. Now, to intensify the look, I'm gonna use this purple shade here, and I'm using my Luxie 249. I'm gonna place it in my outer corner. This is another shade that you can use in your entire lid, and it would look great. I'm applying it in circular motions as I did in the top part of my lid, and I'm trying to focus right now this shadow only in this corner of my eye. Now I'm gonna take the excess, or clean the excess of my brush, to blend this edge here, because I don't want to apply more. I just want to disappear this line that I had. This is another thing from these shadows, that they blend really easy. I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna use this. This is a trio set, a smoky eye trio set that I got from the Vintage, because I want to take the darkest shade that I use a little bit into my crease. But since I wanted it to be a little, not a lot, I switch brushes to help me be a little more precise. I'm reapplying a little bit more in my outer corner. Now I'm gonna go for my bottom, and I'm gonna use the same plum shade that I have been loving so far to smoke it out my bottom part. And let me see which brush. And I'm gonna use this Scone Large brush, and I'm gonna smoke it out in my bottom part. Now I'm gonna use this brush from my Azeredo Cosmetics Ojitos collection, and I'm taking from the same color again, tapping the excess, and this I'm gonna press it exactly where my bottom lashes are, and I'm gonna apply it only to the half of my bottom lashes. Now I'm gonna use this Sigma E36 brush, and I'm gonna grab again from the old dusty gold shade, and this one I'm going to lightly apply it in this area near my tear duct, and I'm going to lightly dust it in the rest of my bottom lashes to help me blend a little bit more the plum shade that I use. I think I'm gonna try to do a liner with the same plum shade, and I'm gonna use the same brush from Azeredo Cosmetics, and I will try to lightly do a really thin line in my top lash line. My look is almost done. I'm going to curl my lashes with my lash curler from the Vintage. And I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in Blackest Black. First, I'm applying a layer in my top lashes. Now I'm going to go for my bottom. For highlighter, I'm going to go with my Milani Strobelight Instant Glow Powder in 02. This is Day Glow. And I'm going to apply it in the high points of my face. I'm going to apply first my highlighter, then I'm going to apply my blush. And I'm going to use this one to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. I'm using this Luxie 522 brush. I'm taking it a little bit down towards my cheek because I wanted it to be mixed with my blush when I finally apply it. I'm gonna lightly dust it into my brow bone, a little bit on top of my eyebrows. I have already applied it in my cheeks. Now I'm gonna go for my Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and a little bit in the tip of my nose. Now I'm gonna use this Crown Detail shadow to highlight my inner corner. Now my brow bone. For lashes, I'm gonna go with my Azeredo Cosmetics Lash Collection, and I'm gonna use the second one in the row. This style is Irresistible. As always, with the help of my tweezers, I'm gonna press my lashes, first the center, then I'm gonna secure the sides, and now I'm gonna press them together to help blend my natural lashes with my falsies. And since they are dried up a little bit, I'm gonna press them upwards with my fingers to lift them up a little bit more. There. For blush, I'm gonna go with this Milani powder blush. This is the 01 Romantic Rose, and I'm gonna use my Crown blush brush to apply it. For lips, I'm gonna use a duo. First, I'm gonna apply in my lips this Wet n Wild Never Nude. As always, I start with my Cupid's bow, then the sides, now the bottom, first the center, now the sides. And on top of it, I'm gonna use this Rimmel Oh My Gloss. This is in the shade 120 Non-Stop Glamour. And I want a little bit of more glossy not glossy, sheen or shimmer in my lips. So I'm gonna go with my favorite. This is the CoverGirl Melting Pouts Glitz. This is in the shade 400. Now I'm happy. And to set everything in place, I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. So sweets, this is the final look. I really like how my face turned out, and I'm so happy to be surprised of how well it behaved. This Bettina Colorful Shimmer in the Earth shades, this was extremely good, and I think this is around $5 or less. So if you have the chance to grab this, grab it. It is really good. I will be trying the other one that I have. I don't remember the name, but it's in the same packaging because I can wait to see if it is as good as this one. The rest of the stuff that I use is drugstore. You saw almost everything except for the half of my complexion, and hope you like it. If you did, press the like button. If you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.